Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Just have very little to say. I'm originally from South Africa, but been living in Australia, in Melbourne, for the last 24 years. And for the first few years, I wondered what I was doing there. But then, alhamdulillah, I realized that my husband's destiny was, he's doing his PhD, almost finalizing it now, and he's on Shaykh Abdalqadir. And I realized that there was, he wouldn't have been able to do it anywhere else except now. So, of course, Allah knows best. We're a small community, 4 families basically, who have actually made the bayah. But every Friday night we have, excuse me, I'm a bit sick today. We have classes at, well, we used to have it at my place, but then we realized that for women to actually participate, we would have to rotate it, so we have it in different houses. And we do the hizb every Friday night. And then we learn a bit of sing a bit of qasida. And we've got 5 young men. One of them is my son, and 2 boys from Ali and Bibi. They're from Mauritius, but they made the bayah as well. So they are 2 boys, and then we've got 2 boys from Rabia, who's Italian, and her husband's German, so they're sons. So alhamdulillah, they're learning the qasida, and I'm happy to say I've taught them how to sing the Buddha. So we've had the Mawluds for the last 3 years. We've been having Mawluds because in Australia, especially in Melbourne, the Wahhabi are quite influential, especially in the universities with the young people. So although people were doing the Mawluds privately, they were afraid to actually come out and do it in a big way. So what my husband decided a few years ago, that will have a Mawlud in a public venue, a small one, and invite different groups to come and participate in it. And initially, in the first time we did it, I just said, I thought, how are we going to, because he wanted to host it and, get everybody there. And I thought, well, it's going to take a lot of money, for one thing, to feed people and to bring them over. But he said, not to worry, inshallah, you make the intention and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will open up. And by Allah, that's what happened. We don't know where the food came from. We don't know how the thing got paid for. And it just happened, and it was wonderful because people were they couldn't believe that there was, they said, we used, like people from Sri Lanka, people from Singapore, people from Malaysia, they said we didn't know. We didn't know that, there's so many people in different cultures doing the Mawlud. So they wanted to have it again the next year. So we did that last year, and alhamdulillah, that was good. And then this year was even better. This year we got, what we decided to do was, instead of doing just our own, whatever, the wird and the qasidas, we'll ask different groups to participate and get them involved in it. And they were so happy to do that. And so we had about 5 different groups, and each one doing their own whatever they do in the Mawlud. And alhamdulillah, I'm happy to say that the Qasida Buddha has been sung there as well, but in different, from the subcontinent, people sing it differently. But we are the ones to introduce them to the North African way of singing the Buddha. And we've got these 5 young men, mashallah, no training, learning from just listening to the CDs. And I've taught them as well. So they've been singing the qasida, and this year Ghazan, not the Ghazan, this is another Ghazan, he's very active in the community. He had a huge Mawlud, a really huge Mawlud, and he asked the young men to sing the Qasida Buddha, and my husband got to speak, and he told them about Shaykh Abdalqadir, and you know, what the Murabitun are doing. And there's a lot of interest, but the only problem in Australia is that because it's so multicultural, there's the Turks, there's the Bosnians, the Albanians, and they're very tight, so it's hard to actually get through to them. But alhamdulillah, tasawwuf is a way of doing it, and you know, it just opens the hearts of people, and the women are active there too. So inshallah, you know, although we've been there so long and we've got such a small community, but you never look at it as, you know, we haven't achieved much. I mean, even if you, like my husband always says, even if you are able to, you know, open the, you know, by Allah, open the heart of one person, that's all it takes, really. So alhamdulillah, inshallah, you know, we hope to become, you know, by the tasawwuf and by, you know, like everywhere else with the dinar, the dirham, we are able to implement all this. So alhamdulillah, the ladies are not as active as everywhere else, but trying to get them motivated to do that as well. So inshallah, Allah gives success to our community and all the communities everywhere, inshallah, and Allah bless Shaykh Abdalqadir, as-Sufi, and preserve him, and it's by Allah and through him we have, you know, what we have here. So, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.